At one point, saying population control would have been seen as a kooky conspiracy theory by crazy people that need to be censored off the internet. But now, it's a mainstream position. I saw it in Bloomberg News. About 11,000 scientists call for population control in mass climate alarm. Earth needs fewer people to beat the climate crisis, scientists say. Okay. A few things about that. Have scientists and doomsday predictions ever been wrong before? Here's one from AP 1989. UN predicts disaster if global warming not checked. A senior UN environmental official says entire nations could be wiped off the face of the earth by rising sea levels if the global warming trend is not reversed by the year 2000. Coastal flooding and crop failures would create an exodus of eco-refugees threatening political chaos. Or Al Gore in 2007. The BBC reported that the study did make the prediction that Gore claimed. Scientists in the US have presented one of the most dramatic forecasts yet for the disappearance of Arctic sea ice. Their latest modeling studies indicate northern pole waters could be ice-free in summers within just 5 to 6 years. That was in 2007, so of course those scientists' predictions were wrong. And Elon Musk, who is one of the most innovative and respected people within the eco-friendly and sustainability community, says the problem we're facing is population collapse.
About the birth rate, which you alluded to earlier, the contrary to, most people think we have too many people on the planet, but actually this is an outdated view. This is assuming that AI is fine, assuming that there's a benevolent future with AI, I think that the biggest problem the world will face in 20 years is population collapse. Collapse. I agree. I want to emphasize this. The biggest issue in 20 years will be population collapse. Not explosion, collapse. It's very easy to see what the world will look like in 20 years.
So there's a debate to be had here. Is Bloomberg News and these scientists trying to kill us? I mean, population control is a serious thing to bring up, especially when one of the most forward-thinking minds in science says we're facing population collapse, where we need more babies, not less babies. So I would love to see these scientists debate Elon Musk. And also, let's remember, science is not a consensus. If you need to be reminded that, let's listen to the founder of the Weather Channel explain how that works.
I resent you calling me a denier. That is a word meant to put me down. I'm a skeptic about climate change, and I want to make it darn clear, Mr. Kenny's not a scientist. I am. He's the CEO of the Weather Channel now. I was the founder of the Weather Channel, not the co-founder.
And I'm glad you did, because I am addicted to the Weather Channel. I watch a lot of cable news.
Now, hold on just a minute. I'm not done. And CNN has taken a very strong position on global warming that it is a consensus. Well, there is no consensus in science. Science isn't a vote. Science is about facts. And if you get down to the hard, cold facts, there's no question about it. Climate change is not happening. There is no significant man-made global warming now. There hasn't been any in the past, and there's no reason to expect any in the future. There's a whole lot of baloney, and yes, it has become a big political point of the Democratic Party and part of their platform, and I regret it's become political instead of scientific, but the science is on my side.
I don't think we're going to come to a conclusion about the topic right here. What I do wonder, though, is when you see...
because you wouldn't allow it to happen on CNN.
65 million people voted for Hillary Clinton. I'm sure millions of the planet's scientists never thought Orville Wright could build a plane. They probably never knew Elon Musk could create a company called Neuralink, which plants computer chips in human brains. They probably didn't know how to make a rocket that actually landed as opposed to wasting it, like Elon Musk did, or else they would have done it themselves. Science is not a consensus, it's not a popularity vote. Science is science. And not only is the science not settled, it's usually exaggerated about and lied about. Check this video out. Doesn't look like much of a crisis. So population control is no longer just an internet conspiracy theory that the elites are trying to kill us and curb population. It's a mainstream position by mostly liberal media and a group of 11,000 scientists who completely contradict what Elon Musk is saying.
I think that the biggest problem the world will face in 20 years is population collapse. Collapse. I agree. I want to emphasize this. The biggest issue in 20 years will be population collapse. Not explosion, collapse.
Let's have a debate, not call people deniers and say the science is settled when we know it's not. That sounds like politics, and to be quite frank, tyranny. Let's look at this article by Project Syndicate, which alleges it was written by Greta Thunberg and a few other people. The action must be powerful and wide-ranging. After all, the climate crisis is not just about the environment. Wait, what? It's not? I thought that's literally what it was about. Let's go back to that. After all, the climate crisis is not just about the environment. It is a crisis of human rights, of justice, and of political will. Colonial, racist, and patriarchal systems of oppression have created and fueled it. We need to dismantle them all. Our political leaders can no longer shirk their responsibilities. One of the biggest things that they harp on and a lot of climate protesters is the UN, the United Nations, the Paris Climate Agreement. They act like the UN is the global leader and policeman of the world and cannot be questioned. But once again, the UN predicted global catastrophe in 1989. I could go on and on about this, and I actually have several videos talking about global warming, climate change, science, and a lot of the inconvenient truth that even Al Gore doesn't want to talk about. You could check those out on my Facebook page. I'll post them in the comments section. But the most important thing that I want to talk about today is scientists and media are calling for population control, while one of the most innovative, sustainable leaders, Elon Musk, says we're facing population collapse. And if Elon Musk is right and we're facing population collapse, and our media and scientists are telling us that we need population control, we're being misled and lied to in a very creepy way by the same people who want to tell us what to think, what we're allowed to say, as they're trying to regulate the internet and social media so your opinions are considered conspiracy theories and too dangerous for people to hear. What they really want is control, power, and to be able to do whatever they want, take control of whatever they want of yours without you being able to speak against it. And they're already doing that in many parts of the world. And if you study history, they've already done that in many places in the world. So grip tight to your freedom, don't play their little games, and know that they use things like the climate of the planet, women, children, and tragedies to try to get us to give up all our power to them. Because if they told you the truth, no one would listen to them. So they have to hide it behind these grandiose protest acts. Little kids, crisis, 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 from acid rain to global warming to ice age. They have unlimited fear and doomsday predictions. So let's talk about it. And Elon, what's up with the media? Why are they trying to do population control? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Have an amazing day, and God bless you guys.